There are a number of things that can go wrong when starting a new restaurant, but these 5 are the most common. So the first mistake that many startups make is being undercapitalized. Despite all your planning and work, you're not going to make a profit from day one. It's important that your business has enough capital to weather early struggles. The second mistake that a lot of startups make is operating structure. Many times the selection of an operating entity can depend on the state laws in place where you're looking to open your restaurant. One thing to consider on the structure that you choose is how is it going to be funded? Are you going to have 50 partners, or are you going to do this through yourself through a loan? The third issue we see with startups is not having the proper accounting system in place. Whether you have an internal accountant or whether you are looking for an outside bookkeeper or CPA, it's important that you have an accounting software in place from day one. Not only is it important to have a good point of sale system to ring up your sales, but you've also got to have a good accounting system that's integrated with that point of sale software. You need these systems in place to make sure you stay on budget and to make sure that you've tracked all your expenses long before the doors open. Another common mistake that startups make is inadequate staffing. You've got to make sure you plan for the number of employees that are needed for the front end and back end of the restaurant. You've got to make sure that you think about the right software for payroll, what type of provider you're going to get there, what reports can be provided so you can watch your labor costs. Your managers have to look at that on a day-to-day basis. They've got to know when they've got to staff up, what times of the day do you need more staff, what times of the day do you need less staff. They've got to be able to have the reports that help them to understand what staffing needs are to keep those labor costs under control. The last mistake we see a lot of startups make is location. A lot of time is spent looking at locations based on how visible you're going to be, but you've also got to consider the cost of those locations. So we can run numbers for clients to help them decide whether they want to buy or whether they want to rent. Does it make more sense depending on the location that they've chosen.